Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. So everybody, it is about time that we're gonna be entering the Unova Pokemon League. And as you may notice, as I said at the end of the last part, I would do some off-screen training so I can get my Pokemon ready. But as you'll see, even though I went back to the big stadium in small court, I only managed to get all my teammates up by one level. Well, actually, aside from my Substrika, since I utilized that rare candy on my Substrika in the last part. But as for my other teammates, I tried as best I could, but I can only get up to them, only go up by like one level. But as you'll see, I didn't really do much changes when it comes to their moves, except for my Crocodile. As you'll see, he no longer has Foul Play, but instead he has Dragon Claw. We definitely may be needing that move for something that we're gonna be, maybe for some Pokemon that are weak to dragons. If that they are weak to dragon type moves. It may be a possibility. No, but we shall see as we go through this. Okay, now just like previously, just like what I went through in Soul Silver. Before I entered the Elite Four, before I enter the Pokemon League, I'm gonna give the rest of my teammates, I'm gonna give my teammates, their own held items. And considering that my team is probably a little bit under-leveled, let's just say my team is definitely gonna need some. Assistance if they want to have any chance of surviving through this whole thing. Now the only one I'm not gonna give anything to is my Semi-Sage, since he's already holding one. Now I'm obviously gonna give my Seismitoad the Mystic Quantum. And then I'm actually gonna give my Sigilyph the Sharp Beak, because I feel like I'm gonna get more use out of Sigilyph's Air Slash than anything really. Now you may be thinking, am I gonna give my Substrika the Magnet? Well, actually, I'm not. I'm actually gonna give my Substrika something else. Now, between the Soft Sand and the Black Glasses, I think I'll give my Crocodile the Black Glasses. Considering the Elite Four that we're gonna be facing up against in Unova, I'm definitely gonna need to be utilizing the Black Glasses more. But anyways, now I'm obviously gonna give one of my Charcoals to my Emboar. And then, as my Substrika, I'm gonna give it the Scope Lens, and hopefully I can land some crits. That is essentially my plan for Substrika, is to hopefully I can actually get more crits with Substrika. But anyways, now we're all fully set up. Alright, now let's go and face off against the Elite Four. Now, just like with any other Elite Four that we've seen in the past, you obviously have to defeat all of them if you want to face off against the champion. And if you just happen to lose to even one of them, you have to start all over again. But however, there is a major change to starting with this Pokemon League. Now previously, the Elite Four will always be in a set order. Yeah, meaning that no matter how many times you challenge the Pokemon League, yeah, you will always face off against the Elite Four like in a very specific order. But however, though, this time starting with a Pokemon Black and White, you can actually choose for which Elite Four member you want to face from first to last. Yeah, that's right. As you'll see here. Now we don't. Yes, right. Now we don't. Yeah, that's right. Now we don't have to go in a specific order. Yeah, you can actually go for in any specific order that you actually wanted. Now, this right here was a thing for like at least 3 generations. Yeah, that would be Gens 5, 6, and 7. Well, actually, aside from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But then after Gen 7 is when they essentially got rid of that. Although, until we got to Paldea's Blueberry Academy, yeah, that was when we could face off against the Blueberry Academy's Elite Four in any order that we wanted. Oh yeah, that's right. And I guess I should say this as well. Yeah, the Generation 5's Elite Four not only give off a presentation within a as you saw with the way that we actually got ourselves up here. Not only do they give presentation, but also you actually learn who these characters' personalities are before you even talk to them. Now for this Elite Four members example. Now, not even like for example, for this Elite Four member, Shauntal, Shauntal, that's her name. Yeah, not only does she like spooky stuff, but she's also a writer. Yeah, but she also likes to write and read novels. So yeah, you actually learn who these characters' personalities are before you even talk to them. Yeah, and as you can probably tell, yeah, Shauntal is a user of Ghost Pokemon. And now, now you guys need to hear this. And let me tell you, you really need to hear this. Yep. Now, I'm gonna say something now. This right here is my favorite Elite Four music in this whole entire franchise. I absolutely adore this music so much. My name is everyone. Now starting off is Shauntal's Cofagrigus. Now it has the ability Mummy, and it has to move Will-O-Wisp, Grass Knot, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Oh! Wow! Well, isn't that something? Yeah, both of us got a crit on turn 1. Oh man, that is hilarious, man. But anyways, everyone, yeah, as I was saying, I absolutely adore this Elite Four music. And it is my personal fan favorite music in this whole entire franchise. And I love this music so much. Yeah, and that's why, back when these games were brand new, back when Generation 5 was brand new at the time, back when Generation 5 was brand new at the time, I always loved going back to the Unova League, constantly, so that I could listen to this music always. Yeah, it's just, I really love this music so much, man. But anyways, now that's one for Pokemon down. And now Amber's now level 48. Alright, now Amber's now level, alright, nice plus 4 for HP, very nice plus 3 for attack, very nice, and a very decent plus 2 for special attack and special defense. Yeah. But anyways, now for second Pokemon is actually the evolution of Golurk. Golurk. Now for her Golurk. Now it has the ability Iron Fist, and it has the moves Curse, Earthquake, Brick Break, and Shadow Punch. Oh wow, another crit! Wow, are we just getting crits left? Oh, wow, are we just getting crits left and from right or something? Jeez. But anyways, now for our third Pokemon. Jellicent. Now it has the ability curse a body. It has the moves Brine, Surf, Shadow Ball, and Energy Ball. And speaking of course body, yeah, it just had to, and unfortunately just had to activate right now. Yeah, so unfortunately my semi-stage can't use friggin' C-Bomb while he's out on the field right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Acrobatics is not gonna do that much. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I think what I'll do is that, I'll revive my Substrika back. Yeah, you're gonna use another Shadow Ball, bitch. Yeah, you're just gonna KO my semi-stage like a bitch. Now, I'm pretty sure that my Substrika is probably not going to live that long, so that's why I'm going to utilize my Substrika so that I can at least, so I can hopefully at least get some damage into this Jellicent. Oh, what? Oh, that was not a KO! Damn it! Oh, and it was, oh my god, and it was too bad that was not a crit, man. But anyway, Citraliv, why don't you finish it off? Alright. Damn. Alright, and there you go. Jellicent out. And now for her last Pokemon, and her strongest one, Chandelure! Or Chandelure would loves to say in Pokemon 2, Shasha-ha! Shasha-ha! Yeah, I just I love that sound effect that Chandelure does in Pokemon 2. But anyways, now as we all know, at this point, Chandelure is the full form of Lampent. But anyways, now Chandelure has the ability Flame Body, and has the moves Fire Blast, Payback, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. Yeah, the Chandelure can be tough, but as long as you've got the speed, I'm pretty sure you would be able to knock it out. But anyways, very nice level up Cooking Out. Oh wow, look at that, nice plus threes all around. Well, aside from defense, special defense. Let's learn Sandstorm. Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna learn that. Although I wish Crocodile would learn a much more better move sooner, but unfortunately that is not going to be the case. And that's honestly a freaking ripoff, considering the next Elite Four member that we're gonna be facing next. Yeah, and apparently she's sorry that we had a bad experience. Yeah, I don't know why she's apologizing, considering that she is a member of the Elite Four. So she obviously has to experience some losses, right? So I don't know why she really has to. So I don't know why she really has to. So I don't know why she really has to apologize. But anyways, as we are just healing up, I guess I should go over the Pokemon that we just met. Now, well, actually, aside from Cofagrigus, considering, yeah, while we're in a Relic Castle, I did slightly talk about Cofagrigus before. Then as for Golurk, now, Golurk actually gets more appearances in the anime than Golitz. Yeah, we actually do see Golurk quite a few times. Now, there was that first one, was actually during the Pokestar Studios. And then there was those last 2 episodes of the from Meloetta arc. Yeah, and then after that is when we also got some Golurks within the Team Plasma, the Team Plasma arc. And then we got and then yeah. Oh yeah, and then there was that one Golurk in that for one episode where it faced off against Ash's pick a night. And then I think that was it for Golurks in the Like a One anime. But Golurk actually did actually get to make a return in the Alola series, where it was actually where we actually saw it with one of the with one of the kahunas, Habu. Yeah. Yeah. We usually see her flying with that Golurk. But anyways, everyone, now, as we're seeing here, now we're gonna face off against the second Elite Four member, Grimsley. Yeah, and as you saw with his presentation, yeah, he's definitely a big fan of gambling. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, honestly, yeah, as you can tell by all of this, yeah, he really acts like a rich boy, considering that this guy really loves gambling. Yeah, but anyways, let's go Grimsley. Now, Grimsley is a user of dark types, and starting things off is this Scrafty. And now his Scrafty has the ability Moxie, and has Crunch, Brick Break. It's Crunch, Brick Break, from Poison Jab, and a Sand, and apparently the Scrafty also has a Sand attack. Like, really? You give Sand attack to a Scrafty at this point in the game? Well, I guess if you wanted to prevent from having the Pokemon be able to hit him, sure, but really, Sand? Really? I'm just like, really, Sand attack at this point of the game? Yeah, I just find it really odd, really. Like, who usually keeps a Sand attack at this point of the game? But anyways, as you see here, yeah, now essentially wants to learn Cosmic Power, but I'm gonna say no. Yeah, while Cosmic Power can be extremely beneficial, but I'm still not gonna use it on my Sigilif. But anyways, now for a Grimsley's Crocodile. Now this right here would have been our very first Crocodile appearance if we did not have one of our own. Yeah. but anyways, on now for his Crocodile. It has the moves. Now his Crocodile has the ability Intimidate. It has the moves Crunch, Foul Play, Dragon Claw, and the move that I really want on my Crocodile, but unfortunately that we cannot get it until goddamn post game, Earthquake. Yeah, the move that I really want for my Crocodile, but unfortunately that we cannot really get it until goddamn post game. Oh man. Just why do you have to make us wait for so long just so I can finally get a move that I really desperately that I really desperately want on my Crocodile. Yeah, and with that move, and with that recent move that my Crocodile wanted to learn, yeah, that should have been replaced with Earthquake instead of goddamn Sandstorm. Oh yeah, it looks like, yeah, Grimsley is now going to be utilizing his strongest, his strongest Pokemon already. And it is actually the evolved form of Poniard. Much sooner, yeah, he actually has a Bisharp. Yeah, much sooner than you would normally get out of a Bisharp. But anyways, now his Bisharp has the ability of Defiant. It has the moves Aerial Ace, Night Slash, X-Scissor, and Metal Claw. So, yeah, as you saw, yeah, even if you're utilizing any fighting types against it, yeah, he could still pull off that Aerial Ace on you. And then as for his Light Bird, it has the ability Limber, and has the moves Fake Out, Night Slash, Aerial Ace, and Attract. So yeah, if you just happen to be utilizing any male fighting types, yeah, so not only can his Light Bird utilize the Attract, but the Light Bird can also do some good damage with that Aerial Ace. So yeah, this Light Bird is definitely. So yeah, that Light Bird is definitely something else. Anyways, good job, my Slash Plateau reaching level 48. Alright, and it's very nice plus 4 for HP, and a very good and also definitely very good plus 3 for speed. And nice, and also very nice plus 2 for everything else except for your special defense. But hey, what are you gonna do? But anyways, with that said, yeah, now this. But anyways, I must say, folks, that is two Elite Four members down. Two more left. Now, okay, now before I close this video off, now I guess I should point out the thing that you may have saw that you saw after I left Shauntal. Yeah, now, after you defeat a Elite Four member, as you get teleported back out for one of the lines that was for one of the lines that was standing in front of the Elite Four's door area. Yeah, they actually will start to glow, and then once all four of them glow, then the platform that is actually right in the center of where that statue is. Yeah, that platform will start to glow. Then that will essentially give you permission for you to be able to go to where the champion is. But anyways, that's it, folks, and that should be all I'm gonna do for this part. And so to the next part, I'll see you guys next time.